Good morning, fellow Stardewers. This is Brandalf the Wise, and we're looking at doing a new farm run. This time round, we're going to start from scratch. So, we're going to go new. We're going to give us the name, and we're going to go with Brandalf the Wise, just so that I can track it amongst all my different farms, because trust me, I have a multitude of different farms that I will have running at any one time. So Brandalf the Wise, good. For anyone curious, I am using PS4, which is why it's taking a little bit of time to put the names in, and I apologise for that. So I had a think and had a trial run of how I would do this over a couple of days, which I do have the recordings for. It's just unfortunately I lost recordings 3 and 4, so here we are. So we'll start with Chilltown, which was the name of the original farm, and I'll stick with it. So Chilltown Farm, and the favourite thing, which everyone will soon come to realise, because I say it an awful lot on stream and I will have a counter specifically to register it, is the seed money, because I use so much money on seeds as early as possible, because I'm very farm focused. So seed money is a high priority and will be said an awful lot. So if anyone's happy with that, well, if anyone's not happy with that, well, I'm sorry, but that's what the favourite thing is. Let's randomise this, see what we can get, because I'm not feeling very designy actually for a change. So I like that hairstyle, but I think I'm going to go with the original colour that my first guy had. I said that I didn't care about it, but I'm still gonna change the shirt to the little, where is it? There it is, the little skull shirt. Who doesn't like a skull shirt? Jeans, accessory with the beard. And we're not going to skip the intro, we're going to have a standard farm, just because it will be the easiest one for space and for me to have a plan going forward. In other streams, I say streams, in other recordings, I may well try the different farms or utilise multiple players on one farm. We'll see what I end up doing. But for now, let's start our Stardew journey. And for my very special grandson, that's me, I want you to have this sealed envelope, which I'm sure is every child's dream, to receive a sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet, have patience. Now listen close. And I noticed this when I watched it on the first attempt at these recordings. He keeps trying to connect his thumb and forefinger, and I'm not sure if he's trying to do the classic schoolyard circle with 3 fingers below the knee to generate a punch, or whatever the child logic of it was. I can never understand where these things come from, they just become a thing. Anyway, when that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Now let Grandpa rest. Now, double X years later, which in my opinion is the best amount of years. Wow, work and rests. I wonder how often that rest light comes on. That guy has got a proper cowboy hat. We probably need one of those for our farming days. And we're just sat at a cubicle doing our data entry or spreadsheet work, which is my real life mainly. But look how sad he looks. Whereas I love it because I am weird. And I did point this out, and it drives me up the wall. Why does he only have one screen? There is no use of working in this kind of environment if you have one screen in front of you. You need at least dual screens, especially if you're trying to solve multiple queries at once for multiple people. You need 2 screens. Anyway, let's open Grandad's letter. Or Grandpapa. Dear Brandalf the... Never registers the wise, but I keep trying. I don't know why I keep trying, but I really want it just to have enough space to put Brandalf the Wise. When you type it into the PS4, you can type out the full length, but it doesn't show in here. Okay, rant over. If you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd rather... No, that's not the words. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. So I drop everything, and I move to a place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Chilltown Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley, on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honour the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. If Lewis is still alive... Say hi to the old guy for me. Oh, trust me, he is still alive and kicking, and doing absolutely nothing of benefit for us. Now we have our nice little bus journey, just tickling along. Little purple car goes past. The thing that is already gonna irritate me. I'll actually, before we get to it, I'll just give you a rough overview of first day. First day, we're going to spend foraging as much as physically possible. There are specific loops and routes that I will do for this because I've done this many times. The main reason is we want to generate enough startup seed money for us to be able to have at least 50 parsnips planted first day. Remember that leek is there. Remember it. Don't forget it, Brandalf. Don't forget. You need that leek. That's important. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. As always, he hasn't done anything. It is left in a complete state, and we need to clear as much as possible, as quickly as possible. So my first port of call before actually going to forage is I'm going to get enough wood to make a chest, which is going to be 50 wood. Just so I have somewhere to store things, because I have a very small backpack space at this moment in time. And then we'll go from there. Anyway, what's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. And I know, I plant with it. With the dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. With a little dedication. I really can't read half the time when I do this, and I apologise in advance. And here we are, your new home. I wish I could access that wood on the left. I really do. That would make life so much easier, because I need so much for the coops and everything else I need. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, Mayor of Pelican Town, the one we wanted to make sure was still alive, and has done nothing really to help here. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Yeah, that's the word I'd use for it too. Rustic, that's one way of putting it. Crusty might be a little bit more apt, though. Rude. It's very rude. But it's okay, we don't listen to her, but she will upgrade the house later, which is important. Don't listen to her, Brandalf, though. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that we'll buy one of her house upgrades. The frickin' side eye from Lewis there. Ooh. Anyway, you must be tired from your long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come during the night to collect it. He will, but there is a it's easier, well technically it's more time effective to sell directly to the shops if you can during the day, so that you can at least use the money then and there, because waiting till the following day can just delay precious planting time. Well, good luck. Alright, so we'll have our standard stuff and parsnip seeds on the left in a nice little parcel. When I first recorded this, I had a friend of mine, I say when I first recorded this, with my first attempt to recording this, I made sure I wasn't giving as descriptive as an explanation of the different things I'm doing, just because I know a lot of people will have already played and are or playing this, so I didn't give that much instruction. And unfortunately my friend made the mistake of not paying enough attention to what I was doing, and didn't even notice that there were 15 parsnip seeds there for him to collect, so ended up only listening to the words of wisdom, because I had him go over the original recordings as well, which is, you know, brilliant, to get an understanding and see if there was anything that he would recommend I do, or if there are any changes I made before I uploaded them properly. And what we learned was he didn't pay enough attention, or I wasn't explaining enough for him to even notice that there was a little container there of parsnip seeds to start him off. Okay, so that's for the space cleared at least. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of this patch of grass. And now we need to try and get some wood together. We need 50 for a chest, and then I can go and do everything else I need to do. One of the little tips and tricks: if you chop a tree from the right, it will fall left. If you chop a tree from the left, it will fall right. If you are near a patch of water, avoid chopping it near to it, because anything that falls into water is gone. So you might lose out on precious resources just because you've chopped a tree that's partially fallen into water, for instance. I do not know why I chopped that bit of or that one. This is not going well with being consistent, let's say, of what I'd like to do. So get rid of the watering can for now. Keep those two. Store all of you. Store the parsnips as well. And let's go on our little foraging escapades. There are things that I can get rid of if I need to, but the main reason I'm keeping most of my tools on me is I know how much of a pain it can be getting up from the bottom there, from the farm, to get things I need. So we have nothing in the first section. Occasionally you'll have some little forageables just lying around here. A leek, perfect. That is very good fun. It's probably the best of the 4 foraging items. Just wow. The game loves me this time around. The first time I attempted this, I found maybe 1 or 2 items, and none of them were a leek. And leeks are the most valuable, and 2, the one that give you the most healing. And I have just noticed a setting based on trying to run there, so you need to have it set on auto run, or it just will not work properly half the time. And you'll see him like juddering as he goes up and down, which isn't helpful. Just check the top along here, nothing. This is where we'll buy our seeds, Pierre's. It's preferable to the other one, Jojo Mart, just because of, well, let's face it, Jojo Mart are evil. That, and they cost more from Jojo Mart. All things cost more from Jojo Mart. Okay, so we have 1 shell. We can't sell it because Willie's not in yet. Willie's the fisherman down there. And you'll see in days 2, 3 and 4, most likely, other than watering plants, I will be spending a fair amount of time down there fishing, just to get a little bit of seed money for the well, for seeds. Let's face it, I probably didn't need to hesitate on that. Seeds is a pretty easy word to remember, considering how often I say it. It's interesting. It's very interesting how this normally ends up. The shell won't sell at the shop Pierre's either, so it's a case of we need to stick that in the box that Lewis was talking about earlier. I'm only going to pop in to sell a couple of bits that I already have. I will say hello to the 3 people here, just because one of the quests that you'll have to start with is to do that. So I'll sell that. I'll keep 1 leek for now, because I don't know how many spring onions I'll get from the forest. And spring onions are important. Sam, I was having problems finding you on the other one, so I'll talk to you now. Let's go back through here on the left, and then we'll go down through the farm, just so we can clear a path for our next attempt. What we'll need, though, is we do need to get that leak from earlier, if that's there. That's something I want to check, because it was a bit odd last time. Yes, it is there, we're good. Last time, it only said there was a leak, 1 dandelion there, I believe, and there were 2 when I went to have a look, so that was interesting at the very least. So put that in there. Gonna keep 1 leek stored in here. I'm gonna store the fiber as well. So as you'll see, as we navigate down here, there is a painstaking amount of stone, which I may have to hack through, I may not, it depends. You can get lucky and not need to do anything at all, but I've carved a little path through, that's what matters for now. This is the area that you'd normally spend most of your time for foraging in, I would say, at least early game. Just because it's the place where most things seem to appear, and it's where the spring onions are down here. I've had... you can have a multitude of different quantities of them. Ooh, a dandelion. Oh, you can have none. Oh, this is a good start. This is a very good start. I much prefer this to the bad start I had on my first attempt, but I don't want to talk about it more than I already have, just because it pains me. It pains me greatly. I worked very hard on those 2 episodes just to lose episode 3 and 4, and as we know with Stardew, it saves every day, so I can't go back and work out why, and so I'm just starting from scratch. It's painful, but it's worth it. Okay, so we haven't found anything really other than the dandelion and all the spring onions. I say I haven't found anything. Those spring onions are... Ooh, a horseradish. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, you little sod. Horseradish don't have space for. Let's get rid of 1 wood. I know I said I'd need wood. Actually, no, don't get rid of the wood. Get rid of the sap. I don't need that. Horseradish. We're going to have some mad foraging levels early game, I think, guys. This has gone real well. A lot better than the previous attempt. Shivers in pain. So I haven't found any worms. Yeah, there's a horseradish there. Oh, I'm cutting it fine. I'm cutting it very fine. I think with the spring onions I've got, I should be okay for energy though. So I can sell most things that I've got here, at least. The main problem I'm going to have at the moment is... time, I think, to be honest. The time I've got for the rest of the day to do as much as I can, and I don't know when I'll find horseradishes and leeks again, because I should find them daily in different places, but you won't always. Okay, so that's all the selling I can do. Let's buy as many parsnips as physically possible. 39. So that means we'll start with 54. Is that correct? 54? Yes. 54 parsnip seeds, 1 mixed seed. This is a good start. This is a good start, I would say, anyway. Okay, so we have 1 leek in here, but that's because leeks are normally hard to find. I could have gone and sold it, but I'm not going to. Parsnip seeds, we need the watering can, we'll need all this stuff, really. So let's get to work. Get rid of you. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I know I've... Oh, wait, I think I've actually done the right amount. I was sat saying, wait, he's probably done more than he needs to. The main reason I'm setting this up is when we have scarecrows by day 5, which we will, because if parsnips take 4 days to plant, you need level 1 farming in order to make a scarecrow. But I can make that quite easily. It's just a case of the scarecrow, or the way that I use the scarecrow, just because I don't like... It's currently in a diamond shape. It's basically the covered area. But a... Oh, I fluffed up. I fluffed up. I can't count. Oh, why did I do this? That's really annoying. It's very, very annoying. I thought I'd done that outright, but obviously I hadn't. 4, 5, 6. That's why there's 1 more than I counted. That's painstaking. Basically, the scarecrows cover in a diamond shape, but I like things to be in the square, just because it's easier for me to say, like, that scarecrow goes there, that scarecrow goes there. In a layout format, it's easier for me to do them in the squares. So if you stick a scarecrow in the middle, you can put 6 out from any angle. So I can have a 6x6 square at the top right and top left, bottom right, bottom left, and then a line in the middle. That's how much it covers. So it's what I'll normally focus on doing. Now, because of how I've done this, I don't plan to do another line at the bottom yet until I can make scarecrows, because it's just redundant, and often I feel I forget about the scarecrows. Not that to make them, but that I need to leave a space for them, and that causes me issues. Eat these 3 and we will finish the watering. We're going to... A lot of our day tomorrow is going to be spent fishing to get some more seed money together. Now I'm just going to do some clearing for a multitude of reasons. 1, I need coal, and the best way to find coal early on is to get lucky like that. Especially while you're talking about it, you know, handy. So there's not much I can do left, because if I run out of energy I will stop moving quickly, and there's the possibility that I will have half energy tomorrow morning when I wake up. That may have been altered since I last played it, but I don't know. I'm going to keep that, yeah, like, I won't use the leek regardless of how tempted I am. I'm going to keep hold of that leek for now. If we manage to get level 1 foraging... Screw you, game. Well, thank you, but also screw you. I don't have the energy to be doing this. Fibre, fibre. I guess what I can do is focus on making sure that any of the mixed seeds I get tonight I plant tomorrow or the day after, because mixed seeds could be any of them, to be honest, from this period anyway. So it's a case of just doing what I can for now and hoping. What I'm looking forward to is tomorrow I should have foraging level 1, possibly 2 if I'm lucky, and I'll be able to make field snacks, which I can just make by using the 3 different tree seeds. Fuse them together, you get a field snack. Happy days, and that's how life is. And you just enjoy that. But I can't do that yet. You need the levels in order to make the things, and it's just... And you can't do everything day 1, regardless of how much you'd like to. But let's see what we get. I've got a fair amount of fibre, which is good, because I'll need that for the scarecrows. Because, trust me, probably by the end of only year 1, we're going to need multiple. Not year 1, season 1, spring. We're going to need multiple scarecrows because of how I play. There is going to be a lot of farming involved here. So I apologise in advance. But I will stay here and I will chat random stuff at you while I do so. So at least it won't be dull, let's say. Dull's the wrong word. At least it won't be a bit of a slog. Because I know how sometimes in Stardew doing different things and keeping it diverse is where the enjoyment comes from, and I do appreciate that, and I understand that because I enjoy the mines, I enjoy the fishing, I enjoy all the elements, but I'm painfully focused on the farming because it makes the most money for me. And everyone has their concentrations in Stardew, whether it's to chill or whatever. Mine is just, I need all the money and I need it now. Okay, so that's going to be the end of today, I think. We don't have any more time for anything else. 7 mixed seeds, that's a good amount, to be honest. I wish I had to wait. I'm sorry, I've changed my mind, Leek. You're being eaten today. Okay, at the end here, we'll put those 3, water them. Come on, it's almost 2 AM. I can't be out doing this. I just don't want to waste energy if I can help it. Okay, go. We got this. Only 5 wood. I probably need more and make a second chest, but I'll worry about that tomorrow. So, I hope you had fun with the first day. If you enjoyed what you saw, feel free to like, subscribe, and, well, come back for more content later. So we managed to get level 1 foraging by the end of that. Got my field snack. Only level 1 foraging. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. 50 from that. That's an extra 2.5 parsnip seeds. Thank you for watching. Keep farming. Keep getting that seed money. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.